any extra heroes that he was coming up with, as there are a few heroes that were in base healing, but he doesn't know that. Zerto is able to get the deny off on the tower pretty clean, as they are 800 gold down. As they did get the tower deny right there, and that was the first tower deny they've got. But they are 800 gold down. And when you see that 800 gold, you could sort of tell where it's at, as you see a magic wand, treads up on the Tidehunter, as well as a Django almost being completed, plus the magic wand and treads up on this ancient apparition. You can really see where the gold went, because the supports from Scourge have no such luxuries. The magic wand, boots up on this Shadow Demon, as well as I was saying earlier, Soul Ring, boots, magic stick up on this Earthshaker. It's pretty huge in the team fights. It's just the any extra items you can get up, and any helping any support. As the Omni Knight is caught out by himself, a nice fissure, waning rift, Echo Slam going off just on this Omni Knight, and then just a Puck Ultimate going off on just this Tidehunter. As Tidehunter pops his Ravage, waiting for more support. However, while this is going on down here, this Weaver is pushing top. Zerto was able to get that last hit on the Tidehunter. I'm not too sure why the Tide ultimate on the Tide was definitely not necessary. 100%. They were trying to bring down this Omni Knight before he could get a repel off. So I could see dropping that Fissure and Echo Slammer early, just trying to get as much DPS, as he is pretty tanky. I mean, Tide really isn't too. Tide is pretty naturally tanky, but not too tanky. I really don't think he should have used that Echo Slam or used that Dream Coil on him like that. As 2,000 gold up on this Weaver. I wonder what he will be going for next. Maybe, he definitely needs a little bit of, to me he needs some survivability. Maybe if you just switch those treads to strength, and then maybe go, more likely you're going to be going to Manta, maybe going to Crit Stick, maybe MKB. MKB wouldn't be too bad, as in case that Night Stalker does drop that silence on you. One of the components of that silence is a BKB TP, as he will be able to TP out, as they were going in on him, as we see a gem being picked up. This could be pretty important, as they were going to be able to counter ward pretty effectively, as well as the Weaver and Broodmother won't be able to just run when they feel like it. They are going to be able to gank a little bit more effectively, although you should have picked up Sentry and Dust into Sentry, or Dust and Sentries, and ganked the Weaver much more effectively. As you see him, you cannot let the Weaver just sit up here, all the way up here, and continue to farm. The Sentinel keeping up the pressure though. 3 heroes in mid, 1 hero top, 1 hero bottom, as they take my advice right as I look away, as the Anti-Mage gets the kill on this Weaver, as that's really not going to be too detrimental to the Weaver, as he still has around 2k gold. We'll see who's going for the Dream Coil, gets popped off on 3 heroes, a repel. The Omni Knight pops the repel on himself and just runs away. No follow-up from the Scourge team though, so that Dream Coil was pretty effective. As they know they do with the Fission, they come down, more right clicks, a Mechanism being popped, such a nice play. And then the ultimate being popped from the Omni Knight, so much survivability. As you can see, the Scourge had the number advantage early, but then we're not able to keep it, as his Ancient Apparition takes down the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon takes out the Ancient Apparitions with the Disruption boards. Zudro takes down this Omni Knight with a few more right clicks. They will continue to go on this Tidehunter, as a Urn gets dropped on him. They will continue to chase more right clicks, 1 right click, 2 right clicks. We will see a TP coming in here from, this Weaver. Weaver gets silenced, but is still able to scoochie away, as he also gets an Urn dropped on him. Let's see if he will continue to chase on this Night Stalker, who will be going for a BKB, as I thought. So he has that, not technically, it very well could be a Ag Stick. More than likely though, when you get an Ag Stick, you get that point booster first, not the
player's forces are under attack.
The axe. Earthshaker has a Force Staff, has a Staff of Wizardry, will be going for a Force Staff to help out his team, as they desperately need it. They won't be getting caught in the cold feet, so they'll be able to get themselves away from the Broodmother. It's not really going to help against the Weaver. But against the Broodmother and that Cold Feet and all the slow coming out from the Sentinel between Gush and the Ancient Apparition's second skill,
Forces are under attack.
definitely going to help, as well as that Degen Aura, which, you know, paired with Cold Feet is pretty strong, as we see dropped very, very defensive ward here.
Town is under siege.
I believe he might have been a little bit better to drop one here. I'm really not sure what if they're going to need that too much. I mean, they are the creep equilibrium and the line of, you know, how much room they effectively have to move around and do stuff is right here. You know, the Scourge only have this much room to farm. Anytime they leave there, they get DPS down. As we do see some de-warding going off here from the Scourge, but the Sentinel are moving around as two misses. So unlucky. A third miss, a fourth miss, a fifth miss. Wow, how unlucky. 5 misses in a row as a Fissure gets dropped off. But however, the right clicks coming from the Sentinel are able to bring him down. And how unlucky was that? 5 misses in a row. And they were able to run over there and stop the de-warding. And not only did he not get the ward, not only did he not kill the ward, he died. Really sad. That was pretty unlucky, actually. That really wasn't the Shadow Demon's fault per se, as missing 5 times is a freak of nature. As we do see this Demonage going up on this Rubian Weaver, more than likely will be turning into an MKB. As I was saying earlier, since that Broodmother has that BKB already, and he will be going for Orchids next, he will not be able to. The Night Stalker isn't going to want to silence him because he's just going to be able to BKB out of it. But if you have the MKB on your Weaver, he won't be able to utilize that silence in terms of the miss capacity either. As going in way too far, more right clicks, disruption going off. Tidehunter was looking for an ultimate. Dreamcoil going, Tidehunter ulties, the last hit going off on the Night Stalker from, and then the Ancient Apparition is able to bring down Shadow Demon. Tide is able to bring down this Earthshaker, and then the last hit on this. Oh, it's the tower. The towers bring down Tidehunter. The Omni Knight will continue to run over here, will repel and TP out, and that will be all, as they will not be able to stop the TP. Look over the Puck has had the Blink Dagger for, you know, quite some time. I think I talked about it earlier. As we see him pick up an ulti orb, as he will be going for a sheep stick more than likely. Because that'd be really, really big. Even though they do have that BKB, free BKB coming out of that Omni Knight, if you're able to